All right, Adam, what's going on, man? Travis, Submissions and Slashers, Horror Movies Uncut. How you doing, my brother?
Good man, how are you?
Good. We're here to talk about The Exorcism, man. And in this film, you play Peter, who is the director behind the film. First and foremost, the thing I got to ask you is, who were some of your favorite filmmakers growing up? And is there anybody in particular you could pick that maybe you saw behind the screen? You're a person who grew up around this industry. So is there possibly somebody you saw behind the screen that you could kind of emulate a little bit while you were going through the process of being the role in this film, The Exorcism?
No, I mean, I think that having been around, I guess now 30 years of, TV movie sets, I think this character probably ends up being an amalgam of just, some of the worst, most toxic characteristics I've seen of probably everyone, because, these sorts of megalomaniacs exist in almost every aspect on every level of the industry, and probably just in any industry there's always going to be a guy like this, whose ego comes before anybody else, and before anything else. But the filmmakers I admired growing up, were, I mean, a lot of the usual suspects,
Right.
but I was a huge film noir fan, a huge fan of some of the classic filmmakers, Howard Hawks
Right.
and those guys. But probably the ones that had the biggest influence on me were David Lynch, Scorsese, Woody Allen. I grew up, in the 80s,
Hmm.
seeing a lot of great independent films.
For sure.
So guys like, Spike Lee and Jim Jarmusch, those were
Right.
guys who made me want to make movies and got me super excited about film.
So, like, if you were to pick one person on the set who might have actually been possessed during the filmmaking, who would that be and why?
And I'm not going there. No, I mean, no, it's a good group. I mean, I would probably argue myself. I mean, I don't know.
There were some moments, my man. There were some
You know,
moments.
the thing is that, what's interesting about doing a film where there's, a kind of a possession, or, a film about the inner demons of a particular character, and using, the film set as the kind of set, for that kind of, thing kind of catalyzing
Right.
that film sets can be really weird, dark, toxic places. I mean, they can also be incredibly wonderful, warm, and communal. And you'll see these people come out of people. A lot of times you'll come out of a film set and you feel like, you've been through this thing that you can't ever talk to anybody about. I'm not going to liken it to going to war, but there's something
Right.
about people go, people in the military have this incredibly specific relationship with each other.
That's
You
correct.
from this other family, and the same thing happens when you're working on a film set, and some of those things are really dark. Some of them are really warm and wonderful, but it ends up being like a really hyperbolic, intense version of what life is like.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's beautiful to say that, man. It's all about family when it's on
Yeah,
that set, bro. It seems like.
yeah.
What's one thing you hope people take away after seeing The Exorcism? And this is my last question for you.
Honestly, that Russell is one of the great actors of our time. Honestly, that he is, one of the truest, gives I think some of the truest, purest, performances of really any actor, anytime, whatever the movie is. And I really got to experience that again in a way which was, in my beautiful mind, I got to kind of observe him. It felt like a little bit more, and here I got to sort of play
Mhm.
tennis with him a little bit more.
That's what's up, Adam. I really appreciate your time, man. Best of
Yeah.
luck. And it was an honor talking to you, brother, for
Thank you,
sure.
man. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you. You
Talk to you
will.
later.